All right, in this video, let's talk about sculptures, right? So I'm not talking about the sculpture we craft. I'm talking about the sculpture runes. For some reason, I don't know why the game calls this sculptures. I have no idea what they're thinking. So I'm just gonna call these runes from now on because it's kind of confusing to you guys and to me as well. So if you guys haven't already started to work on your sculpture, why did I call it? If you guys haven't already started to work on your runes, you guys should definitely start right now because these are quite important. As you can see, the stats on it is quite good. If you can get one to max level, look at the stat: 511 invasion, 211 defense. That one's not even max. So for the blue one, to max it out, the max level for that is 20. The purple one can go up to much higher, which I haven't hit yet. So as you can see, so let's talk about how to obtain the runes first. So one way to obtain the runes is obviously to play the weekly arena, which I just did a video on, and which I did a video on yesterday since it was Sunday, and we did arena, and I got some pretty good blue runes. And also another way is to just farm your runes. The rune drop, monsters do tend to drop the runes in the little box chests. Another way is to get it within the gold. Every day you should be buying it. The ordinary sculptor pot, and then a common blue piece, and then the valuable sculpture pot, right? So the monsters, the mob in Tamlin, I know for a fact, drop these quite often. The ordinary sculpture pot, if you were to farm there, I mean, they probably drop one like every hour. I'll say that's probably the average you can get. You can get one every hour, almost positive, because that's how much I was getting overnight. Every day I wake up overnight, I get like around 7 to 10. So yeah, it's quite a common drop in Tamlin if you're farming there. So do keep that in mind. All right, let's go back to take a look at the runes. So honestly, there's plenty of good runes. So we have runes for physical attack, we have runes for pierce resist, you know. So depending on what you're aiming for, you want to maximize your runes. So currently I'm playing Invasion Sculptor, so I do have my Invasion rune. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a purple one, but my purple one that I got is really good. I got this one on crit rate, so this one's really good. It stacks very well. It works very well with Sculptor, since our Sculptor, we want to maximize our invasion rate and also maximize our crit rate as well, since we have so many skills that can buff up crit. So well, let's go into growth, right? So basically this is sculpture placement. You currently I don't know, currently there isn't a way to unlock these two on the bottom yet, because currently it's not out yet. So we only get 4 sculptors to work with, so do keep that in mind. So let's go to growth. So when you go to growth, each sculptor, of course, you can level them up with other sculptures, such as these ones. Put them in. They do cost quite a bit of gold, 30k gold to level it up, so do keep in mind. I do want to level up physical attack. Yeah, I do want to level up my physical attack. I want to get that up much higher, so I'll put these in for leveling. Level up this one in. Nice. This should do. It's very small increase, but trust me, it stacks up quite a bit. Like this can eventually be up to, I can eventually get this up to plus maybe 300 or 400 if I were to get this one maxed out to 20 and also enhance it. So this is how you would to level it up. You can level up your sculptor by using other sculptors as materials. Now let's talk about how to enhance it. Enhancing sculptor is very similar to gear, right? So let's take a look at mine. So level up here, enhance. So enhance, if you put a sculptor in, it must use another sculptor of the same type. So currently this is green. That means that I can only enhance this if I have another green sculptor. So same thing applies to blue. So let's use this one for example. I can only use a blue sculptor, which I can use this one. And every time, plus one's 100%, but it's like it takes the same thing as enhancing your gear. The higher you enhance it, the lower the success rate it gets to get it to the next level. And there's also use something called protectant, but this is not the same one for enhancing gear. This is the one that is only for sculptor runes only. So do keep that in mind. The only way currently to get this one is the protectants is through mileage, which makes it really pay to win. As you can see right here, sculptor enhanced protectant. This is the only way to get it currently. I haven't found any other way, but in the future there should be more ways. It's just that currently we are content locked, so there's not that many ways to obtain this right now. This is the only way. All right. Let's go back to the sculpture runes here. So as you can see, once again, like I said, I want to point out, this is my max level 20. I level 20 this, as well as +4 on this guy, right? So this is really, really good, as you can tell here. Plus 511 evasion. Do you know how much that is? That's almost equivalent to 4% invasion rate, which is pretty good for sculptors. So once you get these guys maxed out, it can be quite huge, especially my defense is only, I can get my defense up to 500 as well if I were to max this one out. So but depending on your class, you do want to make sure you invest in one sculpture fully, because because it's much safer and it's much more efficient than to spread out your stats, right? So just make sure you invest in one. It's much better this way, because then again, there is one or two stats that is more important than the other two stats that for your class. So for my class, since I'm playing sculptor, what's important for me right now is invasion rate is primary. So I went out, maxed out my invasion. Once I maxed it out, I switch over to my crit rate runes, right? So my crit rate runes currently looking pretty good. So I'm just trying to get these two guys up, since it doesn't matter, since I can't get my invasion up anymore. Where is this? Okay, so also there's an option called fusion. You guys probably done this already before. Fusion is you can take 5 sculptures of the same grade and you can fuse it for a chance to get it better or the same. So you can also do that, but I will only recommend you doing this if you don't already have 4 decent blue sculptures that you're currently using. Because I have physical attack, which I'm happy, and then I have defense, and then evasion and crit rate. So this is a very nice set for me. But for you guys, just depends, right? Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit more about enhancing, right? So again, when you're enhancing, there is a 50% chance. If you were to fail, this thing will also drop as well, so be careful. So that's probably the only reason why that I'm not enhancing this one up by 50%, because it's kind of risky. I do want to save some more, because if I were to lose 50, was this a 57? If I were to lose 57 invasion, flat invasion, that is almost close to, that's like almost like 0.5% invasion for both my physical invasion and magic invasion. So I don't really want to lose that right now, because every point in invasion counts for me. Yeah, so currently this would be a sculpture guide, sculpture rune guide. If you guys haven't already looked into it, you guys should definitely start working towards it now, because like I said, the stats are huge, very huge increase in stats. So definitely start to work on it right now if you guys haven't. Should definitely be buying the golden moor. Definitely be buying these daily. The valuable sculpture pots, common blue piece, and the ordinary sculpture pot. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, leave in the comments and I'll get to it, as well as make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.